3 weeks on, 2 weeks off. That's the rhythm of an oil rig engineer's life. Hard work, but it built everything we had: the house, the car, the plans we made lying in bed on Sunday mornings. Sarah seemed happy with it. Hell, she seemed happy with me. Until she didn't. It started small, the way she'd pull back when I reached for her, how she'd check her phone during dinner and claim it was her sister. New clothes appearing in her closet, clothes she never wore when I was home. When I asked about it, she'd smile that practiced smile and tell me everything was fine. Her sister Lisa finally gave me the hint I'd been dreading. Mark, I don't know how to say this, but Sarah's been different. New friends, late nights. I thought you should know. I hired a private investigator the next morning. Cost me $800 for a 2-week surveillance package. Worth every penny for what came back. 4 documented meetups with a 27-year-old bartender named Kyle Morrison while I was on my last rotation. Photos of them at his apartment. Photos of them in his car. Photos that made my hands shake when I opened the envelope. But I didn't confront her, not yet. Instead, I installed a motion-activated camera in our garage, hidden it behind some paint cans on the shelf, angled toward my workbench, the same workbench where I'd built her jewelry box just last month, sanding every edge smooth because she was worth the extra effort. 2 weeks later, motion alert on my phone. Kyle's beat-up Honda in my driveway. I called Sarah from the rig, told her there was an emergency call-out, that I'd be delayed another day. She sounded relieved. Actually relieved. I caught the next helicopter to shore and drove home in silence, my hands steady on the wheel. No rage, no shaking, just cold clarity about what needed to happen. I parked 2 blocks away and walked back. The garage door was closed, but I could hear voices through the thin walls. Her laugh, the same laugh she used to save for me. I hit the garage door opener. They were pressed against my workbench, his hands tangled in her hair. She was telling him how much better he was than me, how she'd been pretending for months, how she couldn't wait to be free of that boring bastard. Kyle saw me first, started to say something, maybe apologize, maybe explain. I didn't give him the chance. A single, deliberate strike, and he folded in on himself, collapsing without a sound. Sarah screamed my name, but I wasn't looking at her. I grabbed Kyle by the ankles and dragged his unconscious body to his car. Pulled out the gas can I kept for the lawnmower and doused the hood, the seats, everything. Mark, what are you doing? Stop! I lit a match and dropped it. The car went up in a rush of heat and flame. Kyle came to just as the fire caught. His eyes went wide, then he looked at me, really looked at me, and understood exactly who he'd been screwing with. You disappear, I told him, my voice level as church bells. Right now. You show up again anywhere near my wife, my house, my life. I finish this. We clear? He nodded, stumbling backward. I think he pissed himself. Sarah was still screaming, calling me crazy, calling me an animal. I ignored her and walked back into the house. Collected every photo of us, every gift I'd given her, every card, every memory. Even her wedding dress from the closet upstairs. I threw it all into the flames of Kyle's burning car. 10 minutes, I told her when I came back inside. Pack what you need and get out. Mark, please, we can talk about this. Nothing to talk about. You made your choice weeks ago. I just watched you make it again. She tried to touch my arm. I stepped back like she was radioactive. The woman I married died in that garage, I said. I don't know who you are. She packed. I watched from the kitchen window as she loaded her car, still crying, still trying to catch my eye. When she drove away, I changed every lock in the house and filled the spare keyhole with superglue. She called that night, 37 times. I let every call go to voicemail, then deleted them without listening. 3 days later, she showed up at the front door, begging. I didn't answer. She stood there for 2 hours in the rain before giving up. Her parents called, shocked, disappointed. In her, not me. They'd seen this coming too, they said. They were sorry. Lisa called next. You did the right thing, Mark. I'm sorry it took this long. But I wasn't angry anymore. Anger burns out. This was something colder, cleaner. This was surgical removal of a cancer from my life. I'd grown up watching my father cheat on my mother, watching her take him back again and again until she was nothing but a ghost in her own house. I swore two things. I'd never be the cheater, and I'd never be the one who tolerates it. Love quietly, completely, but when trust dies, there's no resurrection. The camera caught everything. Her voice, clear as day, telling Kyle how she'd been faking it with me for months, how boring I was, how she was just waiting for the right moment to leave, how she deserved better than some oil-stained robot. I saved the footage to 3 different drives, not for revenge. I never sent it to anyone, never posted it online, just for myself. Proof that the woman I'd loved was already gone long before I found them together. I wrote her parents a letter, thanked them for welcoming me into their family, told them I'd always be grateful for their kindness, but that this was goodbye. Clean break, no contact. Then I sold the house. She'd get her legal half. I wasn't vindictive about money. Even paid off her car loan so she couldn't claim I'd left her with nothing. I took a 6-month rotation in Norway, double pay, 10,000 miles from anything that smelled like her perfume or sounded like her voice. Before I left, I wrote her one final letter, not angry, not cruel, just honest. "Sarah," it began, "I want to thank you for the good years. They were real, even if they ended badly. But I need you to understand something. I don't hate you. I nothing you. The woman I married died in our garage that Tuesday night, and whoever you've become isn't my concern anymore." I signed it, sealed it, left it with her sister to deliver. Then I walked away and never looked back. That's not revenge. That's just a man who knows his own worth, removing himself from a situation that no longer serves him. She destroyed what we had. I just cleared away the wreckage.